Today, I'd like to share an event that I was involved last week. I was chatting with a college professor about Heart Sutra, and she recites Heart Sutra 3 times a day, every day. I don't know for how long. She knows the verses very well. I'm sure she understood the verses very well. So every time I share something about the conscious mind and the heart, the inner self versus the knowledge, she always responds with a verse from the sutra or some other sutra. And I'm pretty sure she knows the sutras very well. But I keep on mentioning that let's not use references, use words, but rather how you feel about the sutra. How does your heart feel? And she couldn't come up with anything like that because in her mind it's incorrect not to quote, not to reference, not to acknowledge the validity and the authenticity of Buddha Sutras. As you can imagine, after 1 week of chat, and she's in a foreign country, and I'm in the United States, so we sort of, one chat a day for the last 7 to 10 days. And I don't think I am making my point across. And I'm pretty sure she's frustrated that I don't seem to accept her answer as a valid answer. Not that I didn't accept, as you can imagine. Not that I don't accept that is a valid answer. But as Sifu taught us, if we turn the Buddhism into a knowledge base, it's a vast and deep and filled with golden phrases and difficult to decipher, issues. But it's really not a knowledge, but it's rather a reminder that we were born with loving kindness. I mean, think of us when we were first born. We were born with peace, with love. We have no hatred. We don't have anything we don't like. We probably swallowed everything and tasted everything and hugged everything and picked up everything. There's no dirty or there is no, clean. There is no, difference. I mean, everything that that's the way we were. That's our Buddha nature. That's our nature that we were born with. And as we begin to learn or begin to differentiate and the mind beginning to be more active and in picking and choosing, and then we become more picky and choosing, and eventually we were jailed, we were controlled by all the picking and choosing. And some of us, are so deep into the knowledge, the experience, their heart is having difficulty to shine through. So I try real hard and try to be cordial and equal and keep on mentioning let's not, try to use logic, but try to get the feel going. And whatever you feel is right. There's nothing right or wrong. There's no good or bad. And just look at the sutra, and see how it affects you. How does it affect your feel? But we're on two parallel track and doesn't really cross. And she probably think I don't know the Buddhism very well because I never used a single word from the sutra. I was just using the simplest terms. And even though I understood everything she says, but I cannot encourage her to continue on that path. So I keep on mentioning, using simple words, what Sifu taught us and what I've experienced. And, that, I think there are people like that. I mean, the more you dig into the words and the knowledge, the more you're enslaved by it. And often the simplest peace and love we feel in our heart gets covered up with logic and analysis and deductions. And those are really has no value. The value is not in the power of the brain. The value is in the love that we cultivate. Or actually we uncover, not cultivate. We just let it shine through and become the original baby again, Yeah. But anyhow, so that was the story I had, and I tried very hard to, but words, then I actually ended up saying, you probably heard, I said, you probably heard, Chan cannot be talked about. It is not cannot be talked about. Rather, it's difficult to explain it clearly. If not careful, it can easily be misunderstood. What is Chan? And I think I just did that. I misunderstood, so I let somebody misunderstood what I was trying to share. Anyway, I hope one of these days I can reinitiate the chat again, and hopefully that we can cross our paths again somehow, and so that our love and mutual respect can be handshaked, and both of us live happily thereafter. Anyway, that is the story. Does anyone have any comment or questions or sharing or anything? Anyway, I thought I probably needed to share what Sifu actually taught us is, do not remember the sutras, do remember any of the teachings in words, but practice it. Only through practicing it, practice the Heart Sutra and practice the Dharma Sutra, and until your heart shines through. And that's simple as that. That's why Sifu even asks us not to take notes, not to remember what he said, because everything is form. And the deeper we get into the teachings of the Buddha or Sifu or anybody else, the more attached we are to the words. And we thought the words is the treasure. It is the treasure, but I got nothing relationship with our spirituality. It is a treasure, but we can't change our heart based on knowing it or study it or remember it, And so the key is to have a practice that enable us to reach the other shore, As you probably remember many times when I mentioned the other shore, meaning it's beyond our comfort zone, beyond the zone that we live in, we feel comfortable and we like it, and The other shore is everything we hate, we dislike. Meaning, once we can accept it all, then we liberate ourselves from our judgment and discriminations. It's simple as that. So Zen is actually very simple. Just don't think and use your heart, and you'll be happy that way. Okay. Anyone has anything to share? Comments? Okay, let's do 3 center alignment today. And I always like that. It's very simple, and it's fundamental, and it's powerful. Close our eyes and sit up straight. Follow the path of our breathing. Feel the chi into our nose, into our throat, into our lung, into our belly. As we fill up the belly, we pause for a few seconds. And during that pause, we try to examine the area of our navel chakra. The navel chakra is about 1.5 inches behind our belly button. As long as you feel the vibration of the navel chakra, then focus entirely on the navel chakra. The chi, the chi from the navel chakra begin to migrate upwards today, and it hits the 10th chakra very fast. Of course, it fill up the chest and the 10th chakra, and reach the shoulders down to our palms and fingertips. The chi from the navel chakra also warmed up my cheeks and my forehead, my nose. I guess because it's a little bit chilly today, so it feels good that it warms up my upper torso. Now I begin to fill up the abdomen. I can feel the chi travel down my legs, slowly warming up my feet, creepy through. The upper part of the body begin to just fill up with chi like a balloon. Both feet beginning to feel some tingling sensation and becomes stronger and stronger. Now I'm beginning to feel the chi through. As the chi travels downward into the abdomen and the leg area, begin to reach the root chakra. The root chakra is located near the prostate for the gentleman and near the cervix for the ladies. Beginning to feel the chi penetrating through to the chakra. If you don't find the chi going through, you can try to contract your anus as you exhale. Contract and hold at the anus. In other words, apply pressure to the area. Now the chi from the root chakra begin to travel upwards, reaching our heart chakra. At the beginning you may feel some kind of a pressure near your heart chakra. If you have any kind of stress, you're going to feel your heart is a little bit tight. Continue to focus on the heart chakra. And if you can, try to connect the root chakra with the heart chakra. Just go scanning both back and forth until you can scan them together as one. The longer you scan the heart chakra, it will dissolve the tightness in the area. Just continue to scan the heart chakra. Now, if you try to scan your Tan chakra, which is also called the crown chakra in the center of our head, you're going to find it's vibrating. The heart chakra's chi will travel to the Sand chakra. So now the root chakra will connect to the heart chakra and connect to the Sand chakra. Once you find that connection, once you find that channel, we call it the center channel or the central channel. Try to line the three chakras into a straight line. In other words, you need to adjust your posture. You need to sit up straight, tucking your chin a little bit. If you're slouching, I have a little slouching issue, so I always need to tuck in my chin a little bit. Once you're there, you line up them into a straight line. You may see a column of light just go through your body. Now just relax. Pick a chakra to focus on, or pick a light to focus on. So much so focus that you try to enter into it and try to enter into Canding. Canding is a state of emptiness. It's a state of peace. It's a state of no mind. Some call it the awakened sleep, but that's a very dangerous term, very easily to be misunderstood. It's when you focus enough, calm enough, not thinking enough, and relax without any expectation, you can easily enter into Canding. A lot of times we think too much, we doubt ourselves, and we thought it's impossible, but none of those. Those are just mental mistakes. Just relax, don't expect it, just feel good, feel happy, you can reach it. As always, we don't call an end to the session, and just meditate for as long as you can. Thank you all for coming and joining the session.